guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Heather, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you around my homeschool room. I'm going to show you some new things we've bought, some new ways we've organized, and also just how we use this room. So if you're new here, as I said, welcome. My name is Heather. I am a stay-at-home mom and homeschool teacher to a 3-year-old little girl. So this is more of a preschool homeschool room tour, but as I take you around and show you everything, this is our second year homeschooling. So last year I did learn a little bit of what did not work for us and what I could do differently this year. So if you saw last year's homeschool room tour, this one is slightly different, so I still recommend watching it. But let's go ahead and get started. So right when you walk into our homeschool room, this is it. I apologize if the lighting gets rough with these windows, but on the left, we have this bookcase. All of the furniture in here is from IKEA, and this is the Billy bookcase. On the top, we just have some pretty basic decor. That is a wine box from our wedding, and that is actually my bouquet from our wedding. Then below that, just have some of my books. These bookends are from Amazon. I don't love them. They're not really very sturdy, if that's what you're looking for in a bookend, but they are pretty if you can just like lean the books up against the side of a bookshelf. It's pretty, just not very functional. Then I have my hole puncher and laminator. Basically, this is for stuff. This shelf is where I put things that I don't want Madison to touch. And over here, these binders are just our current mini unit, which we are doing the Campfire Independence Day unit, and also her Bible visuals, which I showed in my last video. So make sure you check that out if you didn't already see it. On the next shelf down, we have all of the Dear America books. These are actually mine from when I was a child, and I absolutely love them. So I can't wait to use them with Madison. They are obviously above her reading level right now, but I kept them all because my mom kept them from when I was a little kid. Next shelf down, we just have some manipulatives. We have these little counting blocks. If you have a preschooler, I know you think these are more for like addition and subtraction, but they're actually just great for even counting. I give her a bowl and I take out like 30 of these and she will count them as we put them in the bowl. We have color sorting bears and these little sewing toys. I showed these all in my Amazon favorites. I'll link that video up above, but these are just for sewing. Sorry, there's a fly. And then I have these Melissa and Doug letter stamps. This we have, and I like it, and we might use it more this year, but it ended up so far, it hasn't been used very much. I don't know why. I just never think to break it out. So as we start working on letters and numbers this year, I'm going to try to break this out more. And I'll link that down below if I can find it. On the shelf below that, we have the Little House on the Prairie books, some American Girl books, which these all came with the dolls that I have. And then we have these. I actually found this one at Once Upon a Child, and it is about Jane Goodall. And then this collection was from Usborne. I will also link it down below if I can find it. And it's just the extraordinary life of all these different women. So Malala Yousafzai, Neil Armstrong, I guess they're not all women, haha, I lied, Rosa Parks, Anne Frank, etc., etc. Then I had to put some pretty things on here, so we just have this faux succulents from Hobby Lobby. And then over here we have some Bibles. We have the New King James Version. We have my journaling Bible, and also a book that I am currently reading. Down the next level, we have all of Madison's books. So these, as I said, my daughter is 3. So these are the books that we're using this school year. And these are the ones that I have scheduled into her curriculum this year. These are all her early readers. She's not at this point yet, but I found these Usborne ones on an amazing, not sale because they were used, but for an amazing price used. So I went ahead and bought them. And these are the Good and the Beautiful ones because we did decide we're going to try the Good and the Beautiful English next year. So I went ahead and grabbed the books so we can use them over the summer. And then over here, we just, that doesn't want to stay where it wants to go. We just have some paint books and stuff like that. All these little baskets, you'll see these all around my office. These are also all from Dollar Tree. And then the bottom shelf is a little wonky, a little messy. The elephant is from Hobby Lobby. We have more of these stamps. My mom got her these for Christmas. And they're just stamps, and then they have markers so you can color it in. And on the bottom with the stars, that is actually a voting box that I made during the election. We did a mock election in our house between dogs and elephants. So to try to explain basically how elections work to her, and we used that. All right, sorry, that was kind of a lot on that one bookshelf, but now we are going to move on to Madison's desk. I'm gonna stay away from those windows. Madison's desk is where most of our work gets done, so I was gonna show you how we have this set up. It's pretty simple, so it's not gonna take very long. And I will link, like I keep saying I'll link everything. Anything I can find still, I will link down below. As I said, all the furniture is from IKEA, so you can find it all there if I don't remember the names of it, but I'll link everything I can find. So over here on Madison's desk, I'm gonna apologize if you hear a dog because I'm kind of walking on him because he won't move. Yeah, so over here we have our calendar. We have it all set up for the month of July. We haven't done much with this yet. I do have the goal of doing calendar time this year, but we have not yet started it. And then right below that is where we keep our Abeka language arts visuals. So if you've seen my Abeka curriculum videos, there's all these big flashcards. This is how I decided to display them this year. So these are the 3 we are using this week. As you can see, to hang them, I just used a push pin and a binder clip to hold them to the wall. We tried doing command strips and command hooks, and that did not work for us. They just kept falling off the wall because we do have these horribly textured walls, so it was easier with push pins. And then moving down to her actual desk, sorry, I just stepped on the dog, you're gonna hear him. We just have her CD player, which we use for our Abeka Bible. I will link a video about that up above, but we had to buy a CD player, so we have that on her desk. Then we have colored pencils and crayons. I just keep those there all the time because we always need them. This is the work she did today. We actually just finished school. And then on this side is more my stuff. So this is my pile. It does all have a home, but the point of this home tour to me is kind of be more practical. And practically, I don't put my teacher guides away every single day. I don't go put them in their drawer every day. So this is where they usually live. It's in the corner of Madison's desk, and that's why I'm showing them to you here, just because it is practically realistic how our homeschool works. I steal this corner of her desk. And then behind that, we just have her Bible. I don't read this every day. We do Abeka's Bible curriculum daily, but sometimes she will ask to read more, so then we will bust this open and read some. Beside her desk, we have flashcards, which is where I keep all of my letters, numbers, all that kind of stuff. All my flashcards go in there. And that case is from Michael's. And then beside it, we just have some storage. So this is all paper for our printer. We have the big flashcards for Abeka. I used to keep them in this dresser, but honestly, it wasn't really working for me. It was taking up too much space. So I ended up putting them over here. And then this crate that you see is all of her, let me see if I can open this up for you actually. So on the top, I keep highlighters and a X-Acto knife. And then inside, it's just all of her work. So I have each of the books that she's working on, and then I have the days of the week, and each week I just put the right papers. There's no papers on Friday or Thursday. What did I do wrong? I just put the papers in each day of the week that she needs to do it on. So that is that. Moving on to this little storage dresser that we have. Super simple. Again, just an IKEA. It's the Hemnes dresser, which honestly, if I was using it as a dresser, I wouldn't be impressed because it's not very sturdy. And I would be afraid to actually like fill it up with clothes personally, but it's good for homeschool. This sign is from House and Home. I will link her shop down below if you haven't seen it before. I love her shop, and I thought this was perfect for a homeschool room. On the top is where we keep all of our quote unquote mini unit stuff. So like I said, we are doing the Independence Day mini unit this year, right now. So I just have the books that we're going to use. This is just some of them. The rest are in my car already because we finished them. And then I have any projects that we work on. So like this Voss bottle, it's supposed to be like a sensory bottle thing. We have that up there. I did not shake that very well. And then over here, we just have a pencil sharpener and a wedding picture. And these drawers are all for homeschool storage. They're a little sloppy. I haven't organized them yet for this school year. Probably should, but basically, my husband doesn't put things where they go, but glue goes in the back, push pins, brads, hole punchers, scissors, expo markers for my dry erase board. Washable kids paints are all right here. We have yarn, because Abeka uses a lot of yarn. You make a lot of animals. So that's there. The do-a-dot markers, and I have to have some chalk stuck in here. This is actually a recipe tin. I write all my recipes down for Maddie. So I just store that in here so I can give it to her when she gets married. And then in the back, we just have more craft supplies. Markers, pencils, paper plates, paper bags. You use these a lot for Abeka, so I recommend grabbing a bag at the Dollar Tree. It was $1 for 40 of them, and we make a lot of puppets with it. And I just have these. I don't know what I bought them for, but they're in there. So yeah, this drawer is mostly my homeschool supplies and some like kids crafting stuff. Next drawer down, this one is the one that really needs some organization. This one and the next one. In the back here, these are all just coloring books and some old mini units. I think I have the Gather Around Christmas mini unit down there, which we didn't love. So it's living on the bottom of my drawer. We have some sidewalk chalk and then just paper, line paper, printer paper, construction paper. And then moving down to the bottom drawer, I just have pretty much extra stuff. These are the extra folders for her. Our Hunt a Killer box. It's our fun subscription box for ourselves. We have some, what are these called? Popsicle sticks, some pipe cleaners, that kind of stuff, spray adhesive. Here's all of our acrylic paints. I use these more than she does, but they're here along with some paint brushes. And then over here is just duct tapes, ribbons, packing tape, and those are like my Cricut blanks. So I have a couple t-shirts and a couple coffee cups. If I wanted to make anything with my Cricut. So if you are new to my channel, you don't know that this room is kind of multi-purpose. So as I turn the corner, we're going to be getting into the stuff that is for my husband and I, and not so much for Madison. So I'm gonna stop showing you every single drawer because you don't need to see all my stuff, and there's some personal private stuff in there. So just be aware that this room is multi-purpose. Pretty much the left side of the room is Madison. The right side of the room is me and my husband. So I will show you the ones that are related to homeschool, but I'm not gonna show you everything. So on the wall straight ahead when you walk in, we just have a whiteboard. I will have this one linked down below. And on that we have an American flag. The Abeka Bible does do the Pledge of Allegiance and all the like first thing in the morning school things you think of. So we have a flag to say the pledge to. I would like to get a bigger one, but I don't really know how to hang it in here. I guess you could get one of those like school flag holders and drill it into the wall, but yeah. We're not gonna be here long enough to really make me think of doing that, I don't think. And then over here, this is the last real homeschool piece of this room, and this is Madison's bulletin board. So here we put pretty much anything. It's her little graduation certificate I made for last year, some art that she's done. She did the do-a-dot dinosaur the other day. And below that, this is my YouTube calendar. So if you zoom in on this, you might see some of the ideas I have. We're going a little out of order this year, but yeah, this is where I plan my YouTube content. For here, we just have college diploma, super basic, my Cricut, my Bible studies in the back. And then in the front, I just have all these notebooks that I'm working on. Like I said, this is my side of the office. It's a little messier, but I just have a notebook that I take notes in, prayer notebook, my Bible, and a book that I am reading. The top drawer is my planning / YouTube drawer. So where I keep all my extra tripods and stuff like that. And then this is actually where all those lesson plans you saw go. This is where they go when they actually get put away. along with my laminating sheets and some handwriting sheets I bought on Etsy. You see, I had this made for us. So basically just my daughter's name. I will link this down below, but it's just for tracing. You can do it with a dry erase marker. Since I did it, I laminated it, and then it just erases. And then down bottom, I'm gonna show you a little sneak peek, but I have all of the curriculum that I'm using for next year. I already bought a lot of it. So yeah, I'm crazy. I bought it during the sales this year for next year because I was just really anxious and nervous and I wanted to be able to sit down and plan it. So I went ahead and bought what we plan on using for kindergarten next year and put it all in those bottom drawers. So I didn't show you all of it. You will see it probably next spring, but we do already have it. Am I crazy? Does anybody else shop for curriculum wicked far in advance? Like a year plus in advance. Do you do that? No, just me? Comment down below and let me know if I'm on my own on this one. And then the next thing on the top, we have my computer, which I love this. Little backstory. So I did a planning video recently. I'll link it up above, showing you this planner and saying that this was how I was going to plan my year and had all these great high and mighty ideas about how that was gonna work. Guys, it didn't work. It didn't work for me. So I have gone back to Homeschool Planet and we use this computer in here for it. This is also where I edit all my YouTube videos. Like I've had this computer for over a year. I use it for YouTube because my iPad, or not my iPad, my MacBook Air was struggling with editing. So I got this one. But yeah, we went back to Homeschool Planet. Surprise! And then next to that, we just have pretty basic stuff. Hand lotion, this is just all kind of like desk supplies. We have, you know, whiteout, staples, tape, etc. Cricut markers, those things are the bomb. And then this is the last drawer I'm going to show you because this is really just my office supplies. Here I have my dry eraser, like board cleaner, my eraser, bunch of markers, pencils, pens, some cubes for my iPad and stuff. Can you tell we've had a lot of Apple devices here? A pack of paper, well, actually a lot of packs of paper. I will link this down below. It came in like a 12 pack with pink, blue, and purple paper. And I just have erasers, stuff like that. So that is the last drawer I'm going to show you here. And that is the end of like my real school supply stuff. I'm not going to show you my husband's side because it's not really mine to show. But that's pretty much the extent of our homeschool stuff in here. Oh, the only other thing I didn't show you that I will is we have this basket down here. Yeah, we have this basket and that is full of books that we read in the morning. If we finish our curriculum and she still wants to read, we'll grab one of those and read it, but not every day. I don't make her do that. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little room tour. Sorry, it's kind of messy and it's not perfectly organized. Like I said, if you look at my video from last year, it is much better organized. My goal with this one was just to be realistic and show you how this room really functions for us. So if you are new here, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button to see more content every Tuesday and Friday. Give this video a thumbs up if you like room tours like this that are kind of more realistic. Comment down below and introduce yourself if you are new here. Answer all my crazy questions. Tell me if you shop for homeschool curriculum a year in advance. All those things. But that is it for this video and I hope I will see you guys on Friday in my next one. Bye guys.